Hey guys, Joel here, and welcome back to an episode. It's been a while since my last video, but I already spoke about it in my last video last month for the Halloween horror game series. My final episode on that series, I talked about why I won't be doing as much episodes for this much videos, I should say, episode, whatever you want to call it, for this month. But I'll explain more of that towards the ending, whatever like that. But yeah, because I just wanted to talk about the Switch too. I guess you could say a little rant. I know you guys' favorite, only time we really hear from you guys, but I want to talk more on it because I've been seeing a lot of people been talking about it lately. A lot of people's not really, happy with it and everything like that. I can understand why some people are not happy with like a lot of the games, not much games, which is that's understanding, I mean, it just came out, so people shouldn't be mad about that, before a new console it just came out, but the main thing that a lot of people was upset with and why I still have no interest in getting the Switch 2 is because of those damn dreaded, dreadful game key card shit. Like a lot of people been talking about it. I saw a video. I think it was, yeah, it was the same person. I remember I talked about him one time on here. The guy's, damn, what was his name? I think it's Lord Frogmire, whatever. I think I sent the link that time when he went off on Nintendo and everything like that. I know he uploaded another video yesterday, or was it 2 days ago? I saw it, and he was talking about it again and everything, and like like the Switch 2, like there's nothing interesting going on with it. Like I still don't understand why people rushed out to get the console. Like I really don't understand that why people rushed out to get it just because slightly better, like graphics or whatever like that. Playing in 4K, and the game's just like loads a couple of seconds faster or whatever like that. Like really, like that's really the reason to go out. Like I mean, like to really to rush out to buy another console. Like I don't get it. I really don't get it. And real quick, by the way, I just forgot to mention, I don't know if you guys hear like any music in the back. I am playing Live Alive right now and everything like that. I want to do a review on it because I actually beat the game. So yeah, so I'm gonna definitely talk about it next video. But yeah, but anyways, just let you guys know if you guys hear anything in the background. Maybe it's not too loud. But yeah, so like people really rushed out for that, and I still laugh because just like what he said in the video, like I like, and to this day I still can't I can't believe that. Like I just have to laugh so hard that people really ran out to get a Switch 2 just so they can play Pokemon Scarlet and Violet slightly better. Like like I don't get it. To this day I really don't get it. I had no problems with the game. Like I had no problems. I remember I spoke about it as well on here that I had no problems playing Violet. Like yeah, it had some like a little bit of frame rate issues where it lags in some parts or whatever like that, but the game was playable. But these people made it seem like it was not playable at all. Like they couldn't stand it. It's like yeah, they just had so much problem. Like it was so hard for them to play the game, so they just had to just stop playing it and just wait for a Switch 2. Like how freaking like spoiled or privileged can you be? Like like I don't get that shit. Like all I gotta say is Americans, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, I might really be pissed off about that, but a lot of people here is just too privileged. They can just run out happily to just buy the latest shit, expensive shit, and think it's the best, or that they're better than other people. Still wonder what would happen if all that shit was stripped away from these people. What would they do after that? you know. So it's just crazy. Like people really like as you can tell, people out here have money. They just have money to just throw out, just waste like that. Because you really have that much issues with like how something plays, and you want to run out to buy the new console, just so you can play the game slightly better, slightly smoother. Like you guys have a problem. That's all I gotta say. Like just freaking privilege. That's all I gotta say. But I had no problems with it. Like I said already in this channel, you guys already know. For you guys that don't know, like I'm really simple guy, whatever, when it comes to gaming, and I'm really old school, traditionalist. So these things that didn't bother me. Like I don't play games in 4K. I don't even have a TV that's 4K. I can play 4K anyway. Honestly, like 4K technology in it. I should say I still have my full 1080p Vizio 32-inch TV that I had for like, damn, maybe like 7 years now. I wouldn't say, or 8. Yeah, probably almost 10 years. I would say. Yeah, I want to say about that time because I remember I got the TV. I got this TV back in. Well, that TV. The TV's right over there, but I got it back in. I think it was 2016 or 15. I don't remember. One of those 2 years. I remember I got it, and I have no problems. It works great. There's no reason to upgrade it. Like I said, with a lot of these people who have money to just throw out there and all that shit. Where they just have to have the latest things. Or they can't go back to something because it bothers them so. Like, I don't understand. You like, it reminds me of like with the PS4. Like when my friend was saying the other day, like how he said that he's seen people talking about like talking shit about the PS4 when they upgraded the PS5. Oh, I can't go back to that system now. It's old, or I can't. The graphics is not the same. No, it's better on here. I can't go back to this older graphic. I'm like, really? Like, you privileged ass idiots. Like, I can't. I freaking can't stand people like that. I'm sorry. I really can't. That's the type of people I don't like to be around or hang around, because I feel like those type of people is like, like they're just lost in society and everything like that. And it's like they feel too good for them, too full of themselves, I should say, and everything like that. And I don't like that shit at all. So kind of straight away talking about the Switch, but hey, this all good ties into everything. Like, it's just crazy. Like, people really ran out there just to play a Pokemon game, like fat, like, slightly better, 4K and all this stuff. Like, I don't care about that shit. I don't care about running a game in 120 frames or whatever the highest you can do. I don't care about that stuff. Like, what I care about is that, the game is worth the money. That's what I care about. And I'm not spending no damn 60, 70 bucks or whatever on those Switch 2 games either. So like, that was another thing I was gonna mention as well after I talked about this, shit with these people like really ran out to buy because of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet to play it a little bit better. I can't believe that. But like that's just a waste of money. But I'm not spending no damn $70 for no game if it's not worth it. I don't care how nice and beautiful, pretty it looks, how fast it runs, and how smooth everything is. Like, I don't care about that. Like, because a lot of those games is not worth the money, because you're just paying just to look at a nice looking game, a beautiful looking game, or whatever like that. That looks so realistic, like it's as if you're outside or whatever, when you can just freaking go outside, and everything, and see the natural world how it is, not in the freaking game spending 70 bucks on. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I want a game that's worth the money, where it's packed with content, the story is good, and everything like that, and where you can actually unlock things in the game and everything is not locked behind a paywall, which is really common now with these games. And I don't like that, so it's just crazy. Like, I don't see any interest in the Switch 2. I don't see like any reason for it, in my opinion, for the Switch 2, because like, what are the upgrades? Like, is it really that serious to like play a game slightly smoother, load up a game a couple of seconds faster than the Switch one? Like, and then are able to play in 4K. Like, is that really important to you guys? Like, that really worth money to this waste, to splurge like that? I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't see anything really cool or like, really like hyped up or whatever with technology now. I feel like technology sucks now than it did back then. That's just my opinion. I feel like technology was better before, because now everything now has to be with this AI shit now and all this other stuff they trying to push it on you in your face. I don't like that shit at all. Just like with phones, everything AI now. All these apps, AI stuff implemented in now. Going to Amazon now, is friggin' AI on there too. So it's just crazy. Like, I don't like that at all. I don't like the direction we're going with this AI shit, in this country. I hate it. Really, really don't like it. But yeah, so what happens when you live in countries like this, right? And these rich countries, they always want to like force things down your throat and shit like that. I want you to just kind of like get with the times, pretty much like that. Which I feel like it shouldn't be a change. That's just my opinion, honestly. If you guys like that, that's fine, whatever. But I'm not a part of that. That's all I gotta say. I'm in my own little world. I'll stay. I guess you can say my own little bubble back here and just doing my own thing. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. That's why I don't really check modern stuff like that anymore, or whatever like that, because it's nothing of interest, So like, I'm not gonna be spending money like that, 70 bucks on a game that's not even a full physical game, by the way, first of all, and then on a game that's not even worth it. Second, secondly, like, I don't get it. Like, even with the games, like the games that they have so far with the Switch 2, nothing's of interest. A lot of these games been out for like the PS4 for like years now that I already have, or whatever, like, I can just always get physically and everything like that, for cheaper, by the way, and everything like that. So it doesn't make sense to me. And that comes to what I gotta say next when it comes to that with a lot of these games that's already on the PS4. So earlier today, I saw they had like a little trailer or whatever like that, talking about with Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, that it is going to be on the Switch 2 now and everything like that. So a lot of people in the comments was like talking against it, like, oh yeah, it's not even a full physical, it's on the game key card. Why am I going to spend this much on this if it's cheaper on the older consoles or whatever? Or somebody said that they already have them on the PS5, whatever like that. And I commented and said also that these games are already on the PS4 physically and cheaper. Well, I don't know about Kiwami 2, but I know one. I think they're both, actually. I think they're both as physical, because I think I wanted to get that one when I had beat Kiwami 1, because I think they had gave it away one time on the PS4. part of, like with the PlayStation Plus or whatever like that. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was one of the games they gave it for free. So I played it and I think I beat the game and I really enjoyed it and I wanted to get the second one. Because I remember I checked on Amazon. I believe I saw both games was physical on the PS4. So I need to get them, by the way. So I'm like, I said that like these games are already on the PS4. It's physical, cheap, and cheaper. Why would you? Wow, who would really want to go out there and spend the money on this shit for the Switch 2 when you can just get this shit cheaper and get the physical version on, the actual on another console, whatever like that. And I did get a couple like some people also commented and stuff like that because one person, I do understand what they say. I do like I understand. I agree with that, but that's the problem. That's what these other companies have ruined it for us because they saying that this has been around for a while. Like this is what Sony and Microsoft's been doing with games. We had to download them and everything like that. I'm like, yeah, but I told the person like, yeah, but Nintendo doesn't need to copy that. They were different because of that, because when you get the game, when you have an actual game on a cartridge for the Switch One, all you gotta do is pop that in and you're able to play. Well, probably like an update, probably like a patch or whatever like that, but you can play the game. You don't have to wait there for a while to install the game and play it. So that's what I think that the Switch One had over then over the other consoles, I should say at the time, and then now all of a sudden they want to copy and do the same thing with the Switch 2. And I don't like that. That's what I told the person. And I told him like Microsoft really ruined it. That's all I gotta say. Microsoft ruined the gaming industry. Like they really fucked up a lot of shit when it came to when they first started doing this with the Xbox 360 during that era and everything like that. Because I remember a lot of you guys already remember those times, the great times. The PS3 online was free and 360 started charging people, and then Sony, started doing it too. They decided to do that as well with the PS4 and everything like that because it's still crazy, and I can see why a lot of people still play the PS3 is because it's still free. You can still play online for free. But yeah, so they never changed that. So that console still has free online play. You don't have to worry about paying no damn subscription fee or how expensive Sony PlayStation Plus got now. It got really expensive. I think they hiked the price a little bit more if I'm not mistaken recently and everything like that. I think I had spoke about that. But yeah, so so Nintendo had something different, and then now here comes the Switch 2 and they want to just copy everything. Like I kind of like when they was in their own little bubble. Now I feel like they just copying what the competition's doing, which is like the normal thing with all these companies now. Like same thing with phones. It's like everyone like all these phones, because since I love Android, I don't like iPhones at all. I don't like Apple at all. And I feel like all these Android companies now, manufacturers are starting to copy Apple with all their features and bring them over to Android, which I don't like. And a lot of people was getting mad about it because like, okay, if I wanted an iPhone, I would just get an iPhone. I'm not gonna get a wannabe version of it, with Android, which is true. That's the same thing I was saying too. Like I don't want this shit. Like if you wanted this stuff, we would go with the actual phone that has the features, not bringing the features to another phone or whatever like that. That we don't want that stuff here. So that's how it is now. I see with all these companies, like everyone wants to follow someone else because that's what's trending or whatever like that, or because they can make the most money off of that. Because these fools would just like buy into it and whatever like that, so they know they can do this, and this is crazy. It's really just crazy now, and that's why I really need to just be serious and get into like getting back into gaming and stuff like that. Because I feel like right now we need a change, and that's the reason why I like to support these indie devs and these AA devs as well, because they're doing things different. They're not copying shit. They're not woke. They're not part of all this, this woke, political correctness or culture, whatever you want to call it, and shit like that. They're doing their own thing, and that's what I like. Like I feel like with nowadays, like with these companies, especially American companies, like they don't like they don't know what they're doing anymore. They're not the same anymore, like how these companies used to be, and stuff like that. Like I said, gaming is just not the same. Like for this new generation of gamers, these younger ones or whatever like that, they're more like foolish or whatever. They don't know any better, so they just run out and buy shit and think this is the best thing they ever got. Like no, you missed the golden era of the PS2. That's when gaming was the best or whatever like that. And all these companies during that time are not the same anymore because all those people either got fired or they retired or they moved on or whatever with their lives or whatever. So it's not the same people, from those studios. Just like what they said with Rockstar, it's not the same people anymore. So you people was hyped and feeding for GTA 6, like it's not gonna be like the old ones. I didn't know that. A lot of people know that, but this new generation doesn't know that, So yeah, they just started with GTA 5 and then that's it. They never played anything before that, Like to me, the last best one was 4. That one was really good. Like there's so much good memories of that on the 360, But yeah, but that's for another day to talk about that. 'Cause like I said, I want to keep straight away, whatever like that. But The Switch 2, I don't see any reason for it. Like, I still think, to me, like, I still believe that the Switch 1 was good. It's kind of like how I say with the PS4 and everything like that. Like, I still don't see a reason for a PS5. Like, it's crazy how the system been out for this long, and like I seen like recently on Twitter it'll show like the sales for each consoles, and it's crazy how PS5 is still under like I think under 90 million or 100 million or something like that. PS4 is in 100 million, so a little bit over that. The top selling, of course, is the PS2, which we all know, and under that is the Switch and everything like that. But people said they need to update it because they said the Switch they said took PS2 spot. I don't know if that's true or not, but if they did, probably by like a couple of sales or whatever like that, you know. But I didn't see any reason for it. I feel like the PS4 is as good as it is. Like, how much more? What else are you gonna do with the graphics? Like, how much more fast these games to get? How much more realistic these games to get? I don't get it, you know. And on top of that, the library was just way better than the PS4 as well, and bigger. So yeah, so it's like how I see with the Switch One, the OG Switch. You know, like I don't see anything bad about it. I don't see like maybe yeah the process could be a little bit better. I can agree with that, but like is it really a big deal? No. Like the games run fine to me, they're optimized well. Like yeah, sometimes maybe you might get like a little bug, like a glitch here and there, a little bit lag here and there, but what games don't? You know, even people I see all the time on Reddit talk about with people who have the PS5 with it, they say some games be lagging too. So you know it's just how it is. Like nothing is perfect. I hate that people think that okay, you get the latest thing, you think that everything is gonna run perfectly and that's it. You gotta remember these things are man-made. This stuff is that it didn't fall from the heavens, you know. God didn't make it. So they're gonna have their issues, their faults with it, you know, because humans we're not perfect, you know. So for people who think they can just buy the latest thing and think that everything's just gonna work fine as soon as you're out the box, this is not how things work, you know. So yeah, so I don't, like I said, I don't see any reason for it. You know, the Switch One to me is still the best, and I love that you know that the games are physical, full physical, true physical, and a lot of them are cheap, more cheaper now because since the Switch Two is out, so it's great, and the console is cheaper now since the Switch Two is out. So I still recommend and still encourage you guys to like get the Switch One, or if you have it, stick with it. Don't support Nintendo with the Switch 2. Continue to support physical to the day it dies and everything like that. Because I even had this talk as well with well, I'm actually not a friend. I'm about to say a friend. Ain't my damn friend, but I guess you could say like an internet buddy or acquaintance or whatever like that. That here and there, me and my friend talk to, like our little group chat we have and everything. When we talk about like wrestling sometimes in games. This guy want to talk about physical is dead. Like physical is not dead. The physical is not dead. Physical will be around for a long time. The only way it would probably die a little bit sooner is because of people like you. That's what I'm telling like idiots like you that you know that don't support it anymore. You prefer to like you know go out there and spend your money, especially big money, $50, $60 on a freaking digital game that you don't own. You know, so it's just more of own nothing and be happy. That's what you know. So I went off on him last night because that is pissing me off. I feel like a lot of you people just need to wake up and you know stop supporting this stuff, stop running out you know for you privileged people in this country, stop running out there and throwing your money to these evil money hungry corporations that loves you guys for it, because they can just come out with whatever garbage and you guys will just eat it all up. Same thing with Apple. They could come out with an iPhone every year which is not even that different from the last phone, and you guys will buy it. Like I don't get that shit at all. And those phones are freaking expensive. Like where do you guys get this money for? Like, how do you? I mean, you know, like, are you guys really like wasting your money on this shit or working hard just to buy the same garbage that you had before? Like, I don't see anything special about iPhones, like you know. But that's this country for you, you know. So that's it. Anything else? Yeah, because just talking about this more just gets me like really annoyed and mad about it. But yeah. So that's just all I gotta say with the Switch 2. Like, I don't see a reason for it. I don't see anything improved so far from it. You know, with it, I should say. What's it? I don't see them ever getting rid of the game key card thing. I feel like if they was at least to just have like full physical games on it, like how is the Switch One, then that would be like a huge plus for it and everything like that. I would probably lean a bit more to getting one in the future, not anytime soon, you know, because if they had, you know, if they had the full physical games on it, true physical games on it, and also the prices wasn't that expensive, then yeah, you know, but it's not, you know, and I don't see a reason for it. Just my opinion. You know, a lot of people might not like what I just said, you know, but it is what it is. That's me. I've been like this. This is how I am, I should say. This is how I've been on this channel. For everyone that knows me, like I keep things, you know, like I'm pretty blunt with things and straightforward with things. I don't sugarcoat things or whatever like that. And even if you're a subscriber here that are those one of those people I talk about, I'm still gonna talk about it. You know, if guys don't like it, then don't subscribe. That's pretty much it. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat things just to be nice with people so I can get subscribers. I'm not one of those YouTubers. Like I say shit how it is. You know, and then top of that, I curse it here and there. You know, a lot of these people don't do that on here, YouTubers. You know, so that's it. That's just what I feel. Like Switch One all day, PS4 all day, retro games all day, and that's it. Like to me, in my eyes, like I already said, PS5 doesn't exist. Like there's no dual sense in my world. There's like dual shock and that's it, you know, and everything like that. But you know, so that's just my 2 cents on everything with the Switch 2, and then and then everything else I talked about, and then how Microsoft really ruined it for the gaming industry, especially when it comes to digital. And everything has to be money. Everything has to be locked behind paywalls. All this DLC, all this shit. Like, I just need to stop. Like, I want to go back to the days where we didn't have to deal with that stuff. And when you could actually get a true fighting game. Not like all the new fighting games, Street Fighters and Tekkens, all that crap out that they have now. I'm talking about the true ones from back then. The old Tekkens, like Tekken 3 for the PS1. You know, and all the Street Fighters and everything for the Super Nintendo, the PS1 or whatever like that, the Saturn, the Dreamcast and everything. Where you could lock the damn characters and modes within the game from your hard work, from grinding or whatever, like putting that work in, which was rewarding. Everything now you have to buy, which, you just gotta answer with your wallet now, which I don't like. And I miss when you used to have in-game currency, when you grind in the game, whatever, like you can collect money for it, money for things and buy things in the game. Can't do that anymore, So like I want that, I want to return to that era and everything like that, I want to return to it. And I feel like we're not going to get that because, like I said, the people that I'm calling out is the ones that's ruining it for us and everything like that, for the ones that are trying to keep, physical alive, that's more the traditionalists that wants like cheaper games that are worth it. And I mean, if you want to price the game a little bit more, at least let it be worth it, not freaking, $67 on a game that just looks really pretty because I feel like that's what people like now and everything like that, so is what it is. But yeah, so that's about it. I was trying to see if there's anything else I could mention about the Switch 2, because I know I had written everything down, but I think that was actually it. Yeah, I don't remember if there's anything else I was gonna say. Yeah, I think that was it. Tried to think hard because I wrote down my notes on my phone. I should have looked at it first just in case, summarize everything. But I think that was about it. I have to finish this video because I didn't finish watching that guy's video to see what else he was talking about with the Switch 2. But I just know that he was talking about a lot of the first party games are really not all that good so far, like the Donkey Kong Bonanza and everything. And I looked at it at first, I was like, yeah, because I remember I did talk about it, like I said, I was interested in everything, but it's okay. It's not all that, honestly. Like I feel like just like what you said, like a lot of these games now, and Nintendo's been doing it now with their first party games, like everything wants to be open world now. Like enough of that shit, Enough of this open, boring looking, the dead plain worlds, empty worlds, I should say, just running around doing nonsense. Like enough of that shit. Like I'm tired of that now, Open world game is fun to play here and there, but not every game needs to be like that. Not every game needs to be like that. And I feel like every game is like that now. Every single, even games that never were not like that back then, now they're like that and everything. Oh, actually, yes, I just remembered. Now it popped in my head the last thing I was gonna say about the Switch 2. And well, it's on the Switch 1 as well. And that is Pokemon ZA or Z dash. How would you say that shit? Pokemon Legends ZA and everything. He also talked about that rant. He ranted on that game. I remember it was another video he did. I think it was last month where he just tore that game up and everything. I liked what he said because I can't believe it. Like the reason why I wasn't gonna get it is because they took away the turn base, and I feel like it's not a Pokemon game without it. That's the pretty much a bread and butter. That's what Pokemon was back then. Why would you remove that and make it more of action based? I hate that they did that shit. So that for me that was already a deal breaker why I wasn't gonna get it. But oh man, after watching this video, yeah, thank God, I was 100% not ever gonna get it now. I mean, well, I'm not gonna get it anymore. 100% never getting it now. Because not only that, the game is super linear. Like there's no exploring anymore, like how it was in Violet and Scarlet. You don't go to different cities or whatever like that, like how it was even in the older games and everything like that. Now you only confined to one city. Like that's crazy. So you telling me that's it? Just this one city you're in. You can't go out to explore. There's no raw map or nothing. You're just in this city, just running around or jumping around on top of buildings and shit like that. Like what? I could not believe that. And he said it's there's no real evil team or whatever like that. Like how it was with Team Rocket, and then how you had those other ones in the old games. Like the ones I can think of on the like the DS or whatever like that. Team Galactic, Team Plasma, what else? Team Magma, Team Aqua. What was the other teams? Trying to remember the ones from the 3DS with Moon and Sun. Damn, I forgot their names. Shit, forgot their names. I just know that they had like a nice, cool, like catchy song. Uh, Damn, I forgot their names. And then even the other one, even the mobile one was good too. They have an evil team, Team Break. I like them for that one, the mobile one. I don't know if you guys ever played it, called Pokemon EX Masters. That one's really good. Pokemon Masters EX, I think it's called, proper name, and everything like that. So yeah, that game doesn't have that. You know, he said you have like some depth collectors or whatever. Like what? Like it's so stupid. Like I can't. The thing that really threw me off, like I was super disappointed, is not only the turn based, but that you just confined in one city. Like I can't believe that. I can't believe that. And you guys really ran out to buy that shit, man. That's all I gotta say about you people. There's nothing else to say. Like, highly disappointed with society now, and with humans now, and everything like that. Especially when it comes to like these gamers, highly disappointed, and everything. That's all I gotta say with that. But thank God I didn't get that game, because I wasn't gonna get it because of turn based, and 100% now ever getting that game because of that shit. Like what? Only one city you stuck in? Like, nope, I'm not doing that. Hell no, it's not worth the money. Not worth it. I don't know what happened to Game Freak, man, but yeah, but I gotta say they really fell flat, really fell hard in their face. I should say, like flat on their face, like everything on the old games is just much better than the handheld versions. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, anyways, that's it. So that's the last thing I was gonna mention, everything like that. So it wasn't really about the Switch 2, but I mean it is for the Switch 2 as well. So yeah, I'm really disappointed with them in Pokemon now. Like Pokemon is not the same anymore. But yeah, so that's about it. I think that was actually the last thing I had in mind to say. It just popped in my head and everything like that. So real quick, because I want to say it at the end. I know last video the last video I did last month for my series, for whoever watched it, many of you who didn't. But I said I wasn't gonna do much videos this month and everything. What you guys see, I'm just not doing a video. So I remember I said I was gonna do 5, but I don't think I'm gonna do 5 again. I think I'm only gonna do maybe like 3 this month. So I guess I can just have like a roadmap, I guess you could say, tell you guys. So after this video, I think the next episode I'm just gonna do the review for Live Alive, a full review on it, and then the final video I'll do after Black Friday, because I'm gonna definitely be getting some games. I could do like a nice Black Friday pickups video, whatever like that. So yeah, and then that will be it for this month, and then I'll see what I'm gonna do for next month, because I won't be going on my vacation again to DR because this stupid freaking government, this country is a mess. Can't stand it and everything. So hate it here, honestly, sometimes, many times. But you know, so a lot of the mess that was going on with that, I just canceled, and I'm gonna wait till January now to go and everything, my vacation. So I'll have more time and everything for this holidays to, you know, do some videos and other stuff I've been doing in my life too. So it's not just that, and everything, you know. So, but then also another thing I want to do is I feel like I'm just gonna take some time. I'm not gonna really do videos like back to back anymore, except for specific series, like with my Halloween horror game series, my March of horror game series, and also for next month with my holiday series. After that is just, I mean, yeah, that's the only exceptions for those type of series or whatever events I'm gonna have. But everything else is just, I'm gonna do like maybe a video, like maybe like 2 or 3 videos a month, or maybe 4 max or whatever like that, possibly 5. You know, just to like let the video sit. Probably that will help with people to like discover it or talk, because I noticed there's a lot of people, I've been getting a lot of comments on here from like videos that's really old, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. So I feel like I'll just wait, because I don't see people really like respond, like talking about anything new that I post. So like, all right, I'll just let the video sit there for a while. Like, I guess let's let it do its thing, let it bake, whatever like that, and then just hopefully, you know, from there it'll just go up in views or whatever, and people will discover it, and then I go from there. So I'm not gonna do videos back to back, because it makes no sense doing that, and I feel like it's just a waste of my time. You know. So yeah, and that's it. So that's my plans and everything like that for the rest of this year. Yeah, it's a little update, I should say, because since some things have changed for what I said last month. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this. You know, let me know what you guys thought, you know, think of the Switch 2, whatever. If any of you guys have it, if you guys have been interested in it, but you decide not to from what I'm saying, or you guys just 100% agree with me, just let me know in the comment section down below and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time for another episode. Take care.